Everyone, it's your boy Christopher Loki Collins coming at you again. I just did my 5 months and 2 weeks on T update the other day. But after I got it done, and I noticed a couple, I noticed at least one thing that you guys can see anyways, that I left out as far as physical changes go. And that would be that my arms are starting to slowly, just tiny bit at a time, start to look a little bit more defined. So that's pretty fucking awesome. So yeah, I don't know, like, if you guys will be able to see it, but I'll flex anyway, just because it's part of the transition, right? Y'all need to see exactly what's going on, well, to an extent. I mean, there's some private things you don't get to see, but that's because, yeah, that's just not appropriate. And that my parents watch these, so yeah, kind of leave that out of there. So yeah, so here you go. I don't know, like, how much you guys will be able to see it. I'm gonna try. I'm not always the best at flexing, so yeah. See, I'm not even close enough to the camera to do it for you guys. So let me try it this way. So just a little bit. I mean, I don't know how much you guys could see, but there's a little bit going on there. So that's pretty fucking cool. So yeah, there's a lot of changes going on right now that I'm really stoked about. It's like I told my partner, like, I'm gonna be excited as all fuck when my facial hair shows up, but I think I'm gonna be more excited when the rest of my body starts to be a little bit more, starts becoming more masculinely defined. I don't even know if that's a, like, proper sentence, but y'all can just deal. The other thing that I was talking to my partner about today, and I'm really hoping, knock on wood right here, that I don't jinx myself on this one, but normally I would get my monthly visitor either right after my fiance would get it, or would get off hers, or when right after I take my shot. That's like towards the first of an actual calendar month. And I usually get it the day after, and so far so good. I haven't even seen any signs yet, but like I said, I don't want to sit there and say for sure, what's going on, because I don't really know necessarily. But I'm hoping I'm right, because that'd be great. Because as a guy, it's a little awkward, like, having that situation, I guess you could say. So yeah, and as far as, like, body hair goes, I don't really see myself getting, like, hella hairy or anything. Like, I've always had light hair on my arms and on my upper torso, my upper legs. Not on my lower legs, though, because I used to shave my legs once in a blue moon, but they got dark. So my lower legs have always been dark and hairy, so I don't really know if there's a difference. I mean, I guess I can look, but I don't think so. Like, honestly. No, see, like, this really, you guys can't even see it, but it's really not that different from the way it used to be. But it's not overly dark either, so I don't know, maybe it runs in my family for, like, the hair not to be so overly dark. I doubt it, but, whatever. If that changes again, I'll let you guys know. So yeah, and so then, my partner was looking at me today and saying that I'm starting to, would you say I'm starting to look good on the masculine side? Is that what you were trying to say? Okay, I just want to make sure I worded it right. There you go. If you heard her, she said I'm looking more masculine. There's something on my computer screen, and I don't know what it is. So, I don't know, maybe it's on my camera. I'm not so sure, but, oh, it's the glare from the light. Okay. So yeah, so she was saying I'm starting to look more masculine, so I'm going to stand up and give you guys an actual, pretty much full body view of how it's going. And I know I post these on like Facebook and shit, so like if anybody who's on my Facebook ends up looking at them and notices something that I don't notice, please let me know. I'm always down for, other people's opinions on like what they see. So with that said, here we go. I'm gonna see if I can. There. So hold on, I'm trying to fix my shit. So yeah, I don't know. My baggy ass pants as usual. But if you look at my belt, y'all don't want to see my boxers, but if you look at my belt, it says I heart boobies. Because I do. Like any other man. So, yeah, especially my partners. Anyway, so she got that belt for me because of the fact that I heart boobies. And her other reason was because I heart boobies so much, I'm constantly grabbing on hers even when she doesn't want me to. I can't help it. She's got nice tatas, but So, and then I figured, okay, like, I wasn't going to because I didn't know how noticeable it would be, but just because, like, I'm cool like that, like, yeah, you can't really see it, but it's there. It's coming in. The happy trail's coming in, and at some point when it gets darker and more noticeable, I will more than likely show you guys. Here, I'm sorry, I have to tuck all my crap back in here. It ain't working. Don't mind me, everybody. I'm just fixing my junk. Not my junk, but my pants, because I pulled up my binder enough for you guys to try to see my happy trail. So yeah. I don't know. I also was like, it was hella funny because I go through YouTube all the time and try to check out everybody else's photos about like their transition and whatnot. And I went on there and I actually found like somebody had actually done a video for sagging the pants for FTM's 101. Now, I technically did not need that video because I have always worn my pants baggy. That's how it's always been. I'm sorry, I'm standing up right now because I get so tired of sitting all the time. And all that good shit. So yeah, so I don't really have a problem with that there. So that's all good. Yeah. So yeah, as I talked to you guys about before, I'm supposed to be going to Oregon for Christmas to see my family. Like I said before, I have some nervousness about certain things. But at the same time, I think this is going to be a good experience for me because I haven't really gone out of like my comfort zone since my transition, and I really am kind of sorry. I like to play with my shirt a lot. So I'm really like excited about it because it means that I will be able to break out of my shell, really. And it's probably for the best because I know my partner's friends, they have a wedding coming up in December, or no, September, I'm sorry, of 2012 in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. And I have never been to the South. I mean, that is the South, right? Yeah. I've never been to the South. So I have absolutely no idea how people over there react to people who are transgendered. And I was a little, I don't know, like, she already knew I was going to be a little, like, questionable about that. So she asked questions with her friend, and he basically sat there and said, it's fine, nobody's going to pay any attention, and I'm not going to have to worry about anyone fucking with me, so that's good. So yeah, it just means I'm going to have to get on a plane. But you know what, I got to get on a plane sooner or later, because who knows, when we get a chance to go to Florida to visit my girl's family, I'm going to have to get on a plane. So either way, I mean, I gotta get over my fear of heights, right? So I already told her, I was just like, don't stick me next to the window, because if I can't see the ground, we're fucked, because I will freak the fuck out. So I don't know, so maybe I'll try to make sure that I, like, have some kind of medication in my system that'll keep me from losing my freaking mind, with that situation. Oh, and that was the other thing is, speaking of my girl and her family, I was on Sac City campus on Thursday, and I was sitting there fucking around on my computer while waiting for my best friend to get done with teaching her class, and I get this text message from my partner about how she had just got done talking to her mom and her stepdad about my transition and what's going on, because she didn't want it to become even more confusing when she started. yeah, they had hard enough time with the gay relationship that at first we didn't know how to like approach the situation about me being transgendered with them. And I guess she did because she just didn't want to deal with the confusion. She didn't want there to be any confusion when she talked to them and referred to me as he. And from my understanding of it, it sounds a little bit like they're being fine with it, which is pretty cool. But then again, I already told my girl, I was like, it might also be because even though I'm not like an actual biological male, at least it's some kind of guy, because I don't know, her parents prefer with men. So I'm thinking that that's probably has something to do with it because of the gender change thing. And she had talked to them about how one of the things we're going to be working on first, as far as money goes towards my transition, before top surgery, if possible, is getting the paperwork taken care of, filled out, and pushed through the court system to get my name and gender changed on all my paperwork so that we can get legally married. And then, and then on top of that, she was talking to them about how we already have a donor for when we're ready to have a kid, and so I guess kids, I guess. So that was pretty cool, pretty amazing that she talked to them about that. Yeah. So I don't know, like, and we went to Ross today in Elk Grove, and I actually went in, of course, like I should, went into the men's dress fitting room. I didn't have any issues. Like, the woman that works the station, they give you the freaking thing with the amount of clothes you have, didn't say anything. This little Asian dude that was standing by the door didn't say anything. I walked out. There are people who saw me walk out. Nobody said anything. So I figured that's a good sign. I didn't have to deal with any bullshit and any drama, so that's awesome. And and my new shirt says Hurley, because I like my skater clothes too. And because my wife's awesome. So yeah. Sorry, I'm a little bouncy and hyped up. I think it's because of my energy drink that I'm drinking. So yeah. Oh, and before I get any questions, because I'm constantly moving my arms, so you guys are constantly seeing that tattoo. I don't know if I covered this before, so if you look at my tattoo, I don't know. Some people think it says bitch, but honestly, if you look at it, it's blue. I don't know. Hold on. It says blue, and that was in memory of my dog that I lost last year around Christmas time. So yeah, now I have her permanently inked on my skin. Because I pretty much always swore to myself that if I'm going to get tattoos, names will only happen when it's a family member or a really, really close friend and something really tragic happens. So, yeah, because as much as I love my girl and I know we're going to be together forever, I still wouldn't get her name tattooed on my body unless something happened to her. So it's all good because, you never know. Oh, and then, I'm sorry, I have to sport this because my Hot Pot girls are fucking amazing. I love them. How can you not? Beautiful belly dancers, beautiful people, beautiful souls and spirits, and they're hippie-ish kind of, They accept everybody without, question and whatnot, and I've been hanging with them for, I think, about 10 years, maybe a little less than that. And I sometimes do some work for their shows, like Blood Moon. When they have Blood Moon every year, I usually work the door. If I can get down to a second Saturday, when they're running second Saturday, I usually, play, bouncers so people won't be standing in the middle of the fucking road while they're doing their shit and the cops won't shut it down. And if you don't know what second Saturday is, here in Sacramento, it's like a big artsy thing that happens once a month. So, yeah. Oh yeah, there you go. And this is what it's going to show you. So this is my branding. That's what I call it. It's my Hot Pot branding. That's for Unmata, and that's one of just 3 so far troops that our friend Amy has. So that's pretty cool. So yeah, with that said, as far as my transition stuff goes, I'm out. I love you all, and like I said, if you see anything that I don't see, let me know. Peace!